welcome back to Stylish Naija YouTube channel. I want to say thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing to my channel. Thank you for your love and for your support. If you are new to the channel, you're welcome. If you have not subscribed, please, I would appreciate for you to hit on the subscribe button. Actually takes nothing for you to subscribe. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and then hit on the like button also. And then if you want to get updates, if you are new to my channel, hit on the notification bell also. And then for my returning subscribers, thank you so much guys for always returning. I appreciate each and every one of you. Okay, so like the picture, you can see what we are going to be learning how to cut and sew today. It's like a kimono top. So that's what we are going to learn how to cut and sew today. So you can see it. I don't even know what to call it. Like an asymmetric top, like a kimono top, like one-sided top, whatever the name will be. So that's, you can see, that's what we're going to learn how to do today. And I'm going to make use of two simple patterns. And these patterns, as a dressmaker, are like a must-have. Your basic bodice pattern and then your basic skirt pattern. So this actually makes it easy. So this is the fabric I'm going to be using. It's about 2 yards of fabric. It is a branded fabric for somebody, so I'm going to be using it. I'm making a small size of this dress. Okay, so now let's just get started. So the first thing I'm going to do now, let's work on the top part of the bodice. Okay, so for the top part of the bodice, you can see my basic bodice. So I want a half cut for this top. It actually has a half top. It has a cut. That's what I'm trying to say. So you can see. So the half cut that I'm going to be making use of for this, the half cut I'm going to be making use of is actually 14 inches. So I'm going to be adapting my basic bodice now, and then I'll add half of an inch to it for allowance. Okay, so now I'm going to slash and cut out my basic bodice now from this part. So this is what I'm going to use for my half cut. So I'm trying to check the measurement to just make sure that everything that I have is okay. So you can see, once you have a basic bodice, it is easy for you to just adapt it however you want it to fit into your client's size. Okay, so I'm just taking that off now. So I already have what I need now. So with this now, I'm going to cut out the back pattern exactly like this. It's going to be for the back, and then when I'm done, I will adapt this to the front pattern. It's a very simple dress. Okay, so let me start. Let me fold my fabric and cut out the back piece. Okay, so I finished cutting out the back piece. So I'm going to keep this on the side and then we'll work with the front. So for the front piece, I'm going to create, so this is my normal basic neckline. So the next thing I'm going to do for the front piece, I'm going to cut out a V. So I'll cut it into this part. So it depends on how wide you actually want your top to be. So how wide you want that part to be. That is what we will use. So if we're using the entire wideness of the neckline, so you can see it here like this. So towards this down part, you can determine, if you notice, towards the down part, it actually crossed a little bit. So I'm going to use 1.5 for the down, and then the top is our normal neckline, which is 3 inches. So from that point, I'm just going to create like a slant into that point. You can see it is a very simple process. Okay, so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this off. So I'm going to keep this, I'm going to make use of it. So the next thing, I'm going to fold my fabric and then cut out the front. Okay, so I finished cutting the front piece. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to take this back to my machine and then I'm going to join them together. So this is going to stay like this, and then this is going to stay like this. So I will join them. The back neckline, I've not added the back neckline, so I'll add it and then I'll join it on the shoulder and then the side. So let me add the back neckline and then go and join. I'll bring it back and show you for us to cut out the collar. It's a very simple process, guys. Okay guys, so I have finished stitching. So I did not join the side. So the next thing now, I'm going to measure. So I'll cut out my collar. So I'll measure from one part of the collar to the down part like this. This is a very funny fabric, right? So I'm just going to measure both the back, around the back neckline, till I get to the down part of this other part. So I have about 38 inches. So that's what I'm going to use to cut out the collar. So I'm just going to check. So I'll fold this like this into two. It's a very simple process, okay, guys? And then check. Okay, so I think I have enough. So the next thing now, I'm going to use this. So the part of my collar, I'm not going to cut. I'm not going to cut it. Let it be 3 inches. It's going to be less than 3 inches, so that the top part is going to be open. So because if it is 3 inches, it will cover. You understand? You know the neckline was 3 inches. That's the wideness of the neckline was 3 inches. So if I cut it 3 inches, that's the wideness of my collar. It will cover, and I don't want that. You can see it has an opening. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to measure 2.5 inches. So after stitching, it's going to go to like 2 inches. Okay. So that's what I'm going to use. So I'll just cut out a straight piece of fabric, and then I'm going to add it. So I'll cut that out right now. So the next thing, I'm going to show you how to fix this. It's a very simple process. So I'll fold the center part of my fabric like this, and then I'm going to give it a notch. And then I'll come to the center part of my collar of my fabric, that's the dress. And then I'll give it a notch also, like this. So after giving it a notch, I'm going to go and stitch this. So I'll start from here. So I'm going to stitch it. And then once I get to this part, I'll cut it out, and then I'll bring it back and show you how we are going to stitch the side of our dress. Okay, guys, so you can see what we have. So you can see it came out really fine. So I'm going to explain something to you. You know that the top part of our neckline, we actually use 3 inches, and then the down part we use 1.5. So that is why you can see when you bring them together, that down part is going to lap, because the down part is excess, so it will originally lap on top of each other. So the next thing now is just for me to join here and then join here. So that's that for the top. So the next thing, I'm going to take out my skirt pattern. So I'm going to cut out on my skirt pattern. So for the skirt pattern, it's a very simple process also. So I'm going to take my skirt pattern, and then I'm going to open this up. So I'll extend these lines that I have here. This is the hip line. So I'll extend the hip line. So the next thing, I'm going to make a curve. So the curve that I'm going to make, I'm going to come up a little bit above the hip. So I'm not going to use, so I'll come up by 2 inches from the hip part, and then I'm going to draw the curve. So from this side, depends on how wide I want it to be on this side. So this is actually optional. So for mine, I'm going to make it, let it be about 4.5 inches. I don't want it to really be too tiny on this edge. So from that, above that hip line, I'm just going to create a defined curve like this, and then I'm going to bring it to this point. You can see it's a simple process. So I'll use my hip curve now to highlight it so it comes out nicely before I transfer to my fabric. So I just tried using. So it depends on how high you want it to be. If you want it to come up, you can come up more. So any way you want it, you can actually do it. Okay. So the next thing, I'm going to cut this, and then I'll transfer to my fabric. So I'll cut this out now. So this is what I'm going to cut in my fabric. I'm going to cut out 2 pieces of this, one for the front, one for the back. So the back is going to have a zipper allowance for the skirt. So don't cut it on fold when cutting. Just open it up like this, and then you cut. So I'll cut out the back piece now, adding a zipper allowance to it. Okay, Okay guys, so you can see I have finished stitching. So this is the back. So you can see it has a zipper allowance to the back. So it's a simple process. So the next thing now, we're going to measure for us to cut out the other flap at the down part of our skirt. So how to do that? We're going to measure from here. Okay, let's measure from here like this, and then just take it round. So at the end of the day, I got about 19, but if you notice, it extended down a little bit. So I'm going to leave mine at 22 inches. Okay, so that 22 inches, you know it is 2, that's 44. So I'm going to fold what I have here on my fabric and then check the length of it. So when I checked it, I had about 43 inches. So I don't want to join on it. So I'm going to use the 43 inches like that. The next thing, you are going to check the wideness, how wide I want it. So for this, I have about 3.5 inches width. I think it is okay. So I'm going to cut this out and then we'll see. Okay, so after cutting, here is what I'm going to do now. I'm going to take this back now to my machine, and then I'm going to join this side and then add my dart to it as I join this side. After joining it, I'm going to open it up. So I'll do that and then bring it back and show you before we continue. So it's easy. Okay guys, so I finished joining it. So this is the fabric that I cut out. So what I did, I joined it at the down part of both sides. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'm going to take it like this and then I'll create a notch at the center. Okay, so I'm trying to arrange it properly. So I'll create a notch at the center like this. Start creating the notch. So I've not joined my skirt, so it's easier for you to do it this way. And then I'm going to open this up like this. So that notch that I created, I'm going to take it from that notch point and then I'm going to place it here like this. Okay, sorry. Okay guys, so you can see, so I finished stitching it just like I explained. So this is the fabric that I cut out. So at the edge of the fabric, I joined it at the edge. So after joining, it's going to look like this. So the next thing I'm going to do now, I'll create a notch at the center. So just create a notch. And then I'm going to show you how to stitch this. So after creating the notch now, I'm going to take this back to my machine and join this part of my skirt. And then I'll open up this part a little bit. So I'll open this part up a little bit and then join this side. That's the other short side. I'm going to join it. So I'll go and do that and then bring it back and show you. Okay, so here is what we have. So I've joined this other part of my skirt. So that notch that I made, I'm going to start stitching so it is even. I'm going to start stitching it from this short part like this. So I'll stitch it and then it will get to this part and then it's going to drop down. So if you notice, I did not line this fabric. So like I said, it's almost like for a costume. So and then I'll stitch this other part to this point. So I'll do that and then I'll bring it back and show you how it will look like. Okay guys, so you can see, so I finished joining the skirt. So you can see how it looks like. It came out fine. So the next thing now, what is remaining now is for me to join the up part to the down part of my skirt. So you can see it is a very simple process. So I'm going to join the top part to the down part of my skirt. So I'll do that and then come back and cut out the sleeves. Okay guys, so you can see I am almost done for my top. So you can see how it looks like. Okay, so the back, I actually forgot, it actually has a zip both at the skirt and that's on the skirt side and the top, but you can see where the zip allowance got to. So you need to add a zip so you'll be able to pass through. So you can see my zip allowance. When I'm done, I'll add a straight zip to it. So for the sleeve, so my sleeve, I don't have, the fabric that I have is not as much as, it's not very big again. So I'm just going to cut out like a simple, like kind of inline kind of sleeve for this. So I'm just going to mark, so I've just folded the fabric that I have left. So I'm just trying to check it and then create. Okay, So I'm going to use this part. So I'm just creating a normal round sleeve. So it's just going to open at the down part. So that's what I'm going to do. So you see how my sleeve looks like. So it's just a normal just a normal sleeve that is open at the down part. So that's what I'm going to so I'll do that, and then I'll place it. So this dress actually cannot fit into a mannequin because it's a small size. So I'll just finish up the sleeves on it, and then I'll bring it back for you to see the final look of the top gown. It's a top, it's a gown, that's just the truth. Okay guys, so at the end of the day you can see how our dress top look like. Our kimono asymmetric top gown looks like. It actually came out fine. So for the sleeve, if you want it longer, you can just make it longer. My fabric was not enough. So guys, thank you so much. You can see it came out really fine. Thank you so much. If you find this video helpful, please hit on the like button. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe. I would appreciate for you to do that. Thank you so much. Like this video. I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.